Welcome to Sista's Place Inspiration and Entertainment Show interviews with authors, celebs, and much more with hostesses Latrice Carter and Selena Haskins.
Welcome to Sista's Place. I am Latrice Carter, and this week in my author spotlight, I am sitting down with Barbara Jo Williams. Barbara Jo, welcome to Sista's Place podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Thank you.
I am so excited to have you. Thank you. So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about who Barbara Jo Williams is?
Okay, no problem. I am an author, an editor, a proofreader, a publisher, a publishing consultant, and a motivational speaker. And I live in Tallahassee, Florida, with my husband of 39 years. I have published 32 books for myself in romance, women's fiction, nonfiction, and self-help. And I have also published over 50 other aspiring authors during 16 years of business. And I'm also the co-founder of the Tallahassee Authors Network.
Oh, wow. You wear a lot of hats.
Exactly. That's a lot of hats.
It is. It is. Well, congratulations on 16 years. That is wonderful. Wonderful to hear for someone being in this industry. That's really good. Since you're celebrating 16 years in the business, what lessons have you learned that have helped you to grow?
Okay, well, I have learned a lot of lessons, but I think the biggest one is that you have to be willing to change gears. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If something is not working, you have to let it go. Mm-hmm. And you have to know when to let it go. For example, a marketing strategy that worked for another author might not work for me. Mm-hmm. And I should not keep pushing it. You know, once I realize it's not working, I shouldn't keep pushing it. But that was a hard lesson to learn. But there have been many other lessons, but I guess that would be the main one.
Absolutely. That's a good lesson, though. That's a good lesson. So being a mom, a wife, a writer, how do you find time to balance time just for you?
Well, I am fortunate in that I can do this full time and I work from home. So I think it's easier for me to balance my life because even though I work from home, I have boundaries with my family. I have office hours, mm-hmm. Just like I would get up in the morning and go to work at 8 o'clock. I get up and come to my office at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay. Nice.
And
very
so,
nice.
I break at 12 for lunch every day, that type of thing. And then, at 5, the shop is closed until I decide to go back in and maybe, do a few other things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very nice.
So that's pretty much, like I said, I've been very fortunate that I have been able to do this from home because I spent 20 years in the educational system as a guidance counselor.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. So your latest release is Say My Name, a short story. How did this story come to you?
Okay, that story came to me as a writing challenge on Facebook, believe it or not, a Facebook group called I See You Reading and Chatting. Mm-hmm. And they call it Freestyle Friday. So just about every Friday they invite like 3 authors to participate in this challenge and write a story, and you have to post it sometime during that day. And they tell you can go long or you can go short. It's just whatever you want to do. And they give you a prompt, and based on that prompt, you have to write a story. So I accepted that challenge, and a short story was born.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the reaction to it was so amazing that I decided to, work it on out.
Okay, and here it is. Okay,
and here it is. It came on out.
Okay. The name itself is intriguing. So without giving too much away, what is Say My Name about?
Oh, Say My Name is about a young single woman who finds out that she's literally in bed with the married man. And what happens next?
Mm.
So it's a short story, so I got to keep it short.
Yes. You don't want to get too much away.
That's about all I can. That's about all I can tell you. That's about it. That wraps it up pretty nicely right there. When she find out,
Ooh,
oh
have to
man,
get the book.
oh yeah, you got to get the book. You want to find out?
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Yep,
So,
and she's in that bed.
ooh, you know what? My mind is going like that. There could be like 1,000 things that can happen.
Yes.
Yes. So we'll have, y'all gonna have to get that book to figure out, okay, what is this about? You're going to have to pick up Say My Name.
Say my name.
It's on
say
Amazon.
My name. And I don't know where that title came from, but I guess that song came to me, that Beyonce song.
Yes,
That's
yes.
Say my name, say my name. So whatever the topic was, I think that might have been the prompt was say my name or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, or something like that, because that's what made me think about. I kept hearing that song when I read the prompt. That song came to my mind, say my name, and so I just developed a whole story over that.
Oh wow, that's amazing! Wow. So now you released another story earlier this year titled "Loving My Daddy to Death." What was the inspiration behind this story and title?
Loving My Daddy to Death is a novella, and it's women's fiction, which was a little bit something different for me. I usually write romance and self-help, but believe it or not, I was inspired to write this story after having a dream, and this little girl came to me in my dream, and she woke me up and said, "Hey, I killed my daddy, and I want you to tell my story."
Oh wow.
And so after having that dream, I woke up and the story just started coming to me. She started talking to me. And when I woke up, I started writing.
I understand that. That's happened to me. That has happened to me. It freaked me out at first.
It freaked me out because when I woke, I couldn't remember if I was woke or asleep when it happened, because, it seemed like I was sleeping and she woke me up. But then the next thing I know, I'm waking up and I remember this little girl. It's like she woke me up during the night and I went back to sleep. But she woke me up and she told me the story and I listened. I went back to sleep. But when I woke up the next morning, I remembered everything and I started writing.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is amazing. And, just by the title alone, Loving My Daddy to Death, is there like a hidden message that you want readers to take away?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, yes, there is definitely a hidden message, but this is one that you have to read the story to get it, because there's a twist in the plot. And if I reveal the hidden message, it'll reveal the twist in the plot.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to add this to my readers list.
You got to add that one to your list, because everybody is saying I did not see this one coming.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right now.
So yeah, you won't see this one coming. But
Okay.
I will say this little girl 12-year-old girl is really trying to kill her daddy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You got me. You got me like, okay, I gotta get this, gotta add this to my list. All right. So what is it about writing that you love the most?
I love the creative process, the creative process of writing and actually giving a character a voice as well as a description. In other words, bringing someone to life and telling their story from their perspective.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like once you really come up with a character and you give them a voice, it's like they just start talking to you and you just tell their story.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like. I like listening to people. That's why I was a guidance counselor for 20 years. Okay. I like listening to people. I like people coming to me and telling me their secrets and knowing something that nobody else knows.
Okay. I like it. So who inspires you to write?
Well, I thought about that. And the only thing I can say is I inspire myself to write. Because honestly, when you think about it, motivation has to come from within.
Mm-hmm.
It If you cannot inspire yourself to write, I don't think anybody else can do it for you. Because I know a lot of people, I meet people every day talking about, I got a book, I want to write a story. And I said, well, write it.
Mm-hmm.
What is holding you back? There's no reason for you not to write your story. This one friend told me, I'm waiting till I retire. When I retire, I'm going to write my book. And you know what happened? I went to her retirement party on a Friday. We had a good time. Monday afternoon, I got a phone call that she was found dead Monday morning.
Oh, my Lord, Jesus.
So she never got to write her story.
She never got to tell her story.
So that's why I tell people, don't say, oh, when I retire. Don't say when my kids get grown. Don't say, when I leave my job.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a story, write it now.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself motivated.
Absolutely. Write it now.
That's right. Inspire yourself to write it. You got the story, just write it down.
Mm-hmm. Because once you start writing and you get that mojo flow, oh, it's on.
It's on. That's all it takes right there. And I kid you not, when I wrote my first book, I was going to be a one-hit wonder. That's all I wanted was one book. Okay. When people start asking me about when the second book coming out, the next book coming out, I said, what book? Oh God, I just wrote one book. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. But what advice can you give aspiring writers or new writers?
Oh, girl, I can give a lot, but okay. I advise aspiring writers and new writers to tell their stories in their voice.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, don't try to imitate another writer or copy their writing style, because people tell me, you write like this person, write like that person. No, I'm not trying to. I don't write like that person. I write like me. Tell the story your way and then send it to the editor for polishing. Okay. But your only job is to get the story out and into the hands of a professional editor. That's your only job. Stop rewriting the story or trying to make it perfect. Just write it and get it to somebody who can help you make it better.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Absolutely. As the owner of Amani Publishing, how can authors work with you?
If someone wants to work with me, the best way to reach me is through email. And, that's basically amanipublishing@gmail.com. Or if you're friends with me on Facebook Messenger, on my page, it's just Barbara Joe, Barbara Joe. So a lot of people contact me through Messenger on Facebook because I'm on Facebook several times a day.
Okay.
Or they can just email me at Amani Publishing. That's AMANI Publishing@gmail.com.
Okay. Cool. So what is next for you, Barbara Joe, as a writer?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that because I have a manuscript with my proofreader right now that I'm planning to release next month. And it's something totally different for me. It's a motivational journal. And it's titled Stay Motivated, 30 Days of Positive Self-Talk.
Okay.
So the journal will be in paperback, and the motivational message by itself will be in an ebook for those who do not like to journal.
Okay. I love journaling. Journaling is good.
People kept asking me for journals. I'm like, I don't really journal, but I will go ahead and create something. I have a motivational message, and I can put that message in a journal for those of you who love to journal.
Okay. All right. If that's the only way to get you to write.
Yep. So I'm super excited about it. It's positive self-talk. You can talk yourself into writing that book. You can inspire yourself to write that book that we were just talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So I'm working with the cover girl. We're working on the cover right now. And like I said, the manuscript is with the proofreader. So I should have that back this week, and then I can move on to the next step and try to have it ready before Christmas.
Okay. And look, perfect stocking stuffers.
Yes, perfect.
Absolutely. So how can our listeners connect with you and find you on social media and learn and your website information?
Okay, well, like I said, they can definitely find me on Facebook. I have a personal page on Facebook. I have a group page on Facebook, which is Barbara Joe Reads and Writes, and I have almost 2,000 subscribers in that group, and I do giveaways and other fun things every week. So I also promote other authors in my group. So if you are an aspiring author, please connect with me on Facebook and join my group page so you can get in on the action. And of course, I'm on Twitter as Barbara Joe 22, and I'm on Instagram as Barbara Joe Williams. So you can find me on social media.
Okay. Now, now I've been asking all my guests, a random question, and this week's question for this podcast, in your own opinion, how do you feel about having a Black woman as vice president-elect?
Girl, I feel great about having a Black woman as the first elected vice president. She has made history, and she represents a positive role model for me as well as my daughter, because, I have a daughter, my only child. So this was just something, something positive and motivational for both of us. So somebody that can inspire multiple generations, it's just amazing.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So is there anything you want our listeners to know about you that is not on your website, like something fun? This is the bonus question that I'm throwing out there.
Something fun. I don't know. I'm a veteran, so I'm looking forward to Veterans Day tomorrow, getting my free food.
Well, congratulations. We honor
some
you.
Free food. Thank you. Getting some free food everywhere I go. But yeah, I spent 4 years in the Navy, and that's where I met my husband. He was a Marine stationed on a Navy base.
Okay.
And we bumped into each other one day on base, and we've been bumping into each other ever since.
That is beautiful. I love it. Well, I salute you. I salute you and your husband, as we get ready to honor Veterans Day. Yes. I have a whole bunch of family that's military. So, yes, we would definitely be honoring you guys. Thank you for serving this country. And congratulations on everything and everything that you've done and that you are doing. Wish you nothing but the best. And thank you for coming on to Sisters Place podcast.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. I have really enjoyed my time with you, and I appreciate everything that you are doing to help aspiring authors as well as seasoned authors and publishers who are trying to stay in business. We need people like you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, because I know it takes time to do this. It takes time and a commitment to do this and to keep doing this and to do it well. So I applaud you for your efforts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You all, we will drop her website information in our group, as well as on our social media pages. Make sure you do like I'm gonna do. Say my name. Then
say my name,
man. And then the other one just got me with this little girl. Loving my daddy to death.
Little girl, I was like, little girl, if you don't leave me alone, little girl, you better go on now. I'm talking about you done killed your dad, you better go on.
And you know what? I was like, okay, I'm giving all my nieces and nephews that are, school age books this year. I'm like, y'all getting some books. Reading is fundamental.
Yes, it is.
So they're getting books in their stockings, not money, not gift cards. I'm like, take the electronics out y'all hand and put a book in it.
Yeah, there you go. I do that all the time. Yes, they know it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing this year for all my nieces and nephews that are school age, and they getting books.
Okay.
So
that's wonderful.
Look, don't be surprised. I drop a couple of yours between them two.
Okay.
To the teenagers and the college students. So Yeah.
Yes,
Don't
I
mind.
also have a YA series. I have a whole
Okay.
4-book YA series that's set in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll
that'll
have
give
to
them a
check out.
taste. That'll give them a taste of history. Yes, that will give
Yes.
them a fun taste of history.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes. Look, all 32 of my nieces and nephews.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. My brother
That,
got
that,
19 kids of his, well, he has 19 grandkids of his own and 7 kids. So I'm like, all righty, I am just going to be handing out books.
so you have 32?
32 total between all my siblings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have 32 books, so that's one for each
Yes.
somebody.
That's perfect, right? That is perfect. Yes, that
Oh, we
is.
couldn't beat that, sweetie. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
All right, you too.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye.
Be sure to subscribe to Latrice's YouTube channel, Sista's Place, and follow her on all social media.